Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy Big Priest, and you're now tuned in to another episode of Blunts and Bibles. This particular episode, uh, I guess if I were to give it a subject title, I would say a reverse of roles. And we pretty much gonna be talking about the reverse of roles of how I think God intended the roles to be, and pretty much just how the times are changing and how things is going right now. Before we get started, let me go ahead and fire this blunt. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the Blunts and Bible Show. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay tapped in for more episodes that's coming. Matter of fact, make sure you scream the Evil Preacher EP that just got dropped not too long ago. Appreciate everybody who been liking. Appreciate everybody who been commenting and who been streaming, so on and so forth. I appreciate you. It mean a lot to me to see that people, respect what I do. So let me go ahead and fire this up. And this is the Blunts and Bible Show. But like I said, this particular episode, we're going to be addressing basically the reversal roles and what's going on and how this reversal roles have hit the black community, I would say, the hardest. Everything hits our community harder. For one, because in this country, we're supposed to be the minority. Some people agree with that. Some people believe that. Some people don't. Some people, it's like I said. Oh yeah, pressure. Pressure. So, like I said, things tend to hit the black community harder because we supposed to be the minority. When crack hit us, when gang banging hit us, now we got a new epidemic, basically a reversing of the roles. And look, this is no knock to no woman that's on her shit at all. This is no knock to any woman that's on her shit. Oprah, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you a woman, you out here and you handling your business, this is no knock to you. And this is not saying that you are in the wrong for handling your business. Partially the reason why there's a reverse of these roles is because a lot of men are not standing in the position that they're supposed to be standing in. A lot of times, and typically, if I go to a church and I see it's majority women, I know it's some BS going on. If I go to a church and there's majority women there, I know it's BS. Either the 9 times out of 10, the pastor is on some type of BS. 9 times out of 10, he doing some type of BS. It's something going on. He finessing the women, and the husbands don't too much like what's going on, and they don't want no part. Whatever. But a lot of these pastors have a lot of different tricks, and one of the main tricks is manipulating the women. You know what I'm saying? Affirming them, telling them what they want to hear, and they pretty much they go to the ministry, but their husband don't. And see, what as women, what y'all gotta understand is a man recognize game. Sometimes women don't. Sometimes now you got some women that be on game too. Now you got some women that be on point too. And typically that's the women that listen to the men that's in her life, whether it be her husband, whether it be her man, whatever. You got some women that be on game now. You got some women that was raised by their father. Their father was present in their life. Their father gamed them up, gave them the game. And so you can't just tell them anything and they just go for it. So, like I said, part of this issue is because men won't step up into their authoritative role. Men won't step up and be the authority that God want them to be. So any woman that's on her shit, you killing shit, you doing your thing, whatever. This is no knock to you. This is just saying that these reversal roles, this was done intentionally. There is a war on masculinity. I repeat, there is a war on masculinity. There's a war on men that don't switch. There's a war on men who don't wear purses. There's a war on men, you know what I'm saying, who won't bow down. There's a war on men, masculine men. When you're dealing with masculine men, everything won't go. Listen to prison story after prison story of the different fights and the killings and the different things that go on. Because when you're dealing with men, you got to be respectful. When you're dealing with men, sometimes you got to watch a little bit what you say, because this shit might go all the way left. And men will check you, men will challenge you. But that's all a part. That's part of dealing with men. That's the thing about when you're dealing with men. Men will challenge you. And a lot of these pastors, they don't want to be challenged. They don't want to be challenged. So what they do is they affirm the women, tell the women what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying, and, get over emotionalize her so they can get her to just give. And I've seen it time and time again of these pastors manipulating women, getting them to go above and beyond and give, sometime until they don't even have enough money to even pay their bills. So the passage of scripture that we coming from today, Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12, just one verse, it says, as for my people, children, are there let me start over. As for my children, as for my people, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? We started kicking a little bit. It said, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, that which lead thee, cause they too are destroy the way of thy path. Now, we all know in the book of Genesis, God gave man, Adam, dominion, you know what I'm saying, over the earth, to subdue it, to be fruitful, multiply, all that type of stuff. Man, if you will, lost its place in the garden when Eve was left to do what she did. And so as a result of that, things changed. Things kind of was threw off. Like, now you got to work for your money. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to toil for it. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to when it was given. We can see this world and how our world is pretty much being taken over. Everything is controlled and everything is monetized. Man, these people have monetized water. These people, look, it's free to breathe. Shit, is it even free to breathe anymore? These people have monetized everything. Everything that was given to us for free is now monetized. The reversing of the roles. And there's a reason why they want to make the men weak. There's a reason why they want to make the men passive and feminine. Because if you make all the men passive and feminine, who you got to check you? Who do you have to check you? Who do the elite, who do the people who are at the top have to check them if every man go to switching all that old feminine type of stuff? If the whole world goes that direction, who does the government have to check them? Who does the government, not so much the government, but the elite? Who do the elite have to oppose them? And this video is probably going to be a part 2. This video is probably definitely going to be a part 2 because it's really, really deep.